As a kid, I lied about everything. If you asked me what I had for lunch and I had pizza, I would tell you I had tacos. What I did is try to give people a version of myself that I felt was acceptable because I didn't love who I was at my core. And so this continued into adulthood. And I became very protective of my truth because my truth wasn't accepted in the environment that I grew up in. Of course, I didn't know these things. I had no concept of why I lied. I knew that I was a liar and I hated myself for it, but I didn't understand I was lying as a form of protection. My name is Kat Courtney. I am the CEO of Plant Medicine People, and years of work with plant medicines have helped me to realize that I love the part of me that is and was and still is a liar. But I am deeply confronted by the way in which we as a culture absolutely loathe liars, and yet we all do it. I know we do. Nobody is in perfect integrity all of the time. So isn't it curious that the moment a celebrity is caught in a lie, in a court of law, the moment somebody on the witness stand is caught in a lie, suddenly we assume that everything they have said and done is a lie. And that's crazy. That's neurotic. That is a reflection of a deep space of wounding. Because it's never true that somebody is either always a liar or always telling the truth. We're always somewhere in the middle. But most importantly, I wonder what it's going to take as a society for us to learn to love the fact that we lie. To be curious about, hey, maybe that's a behavior that's rooted in wisdom and self-protection. Maybe there's a really core, intelligent reason why we do that sometimes with each other and in a micro and macro way. And instead of casting out the liars, making them villains in our story, that we be curious of why they would feel the need to hide the truth. Because we don't create safety for each other in cancel culture. When we cancel somebody for a small or even a big lie, we perpetuate the wound that they aren't lovable, that their truth and their lack of truth, none of it is welcome. And that just breeds more of this space of us against them energy, of a lack of self-love, and instead to accept each other. There's so many stories coming out now of influencers that had all of this like clout in the world and they were caught in a lie, and so we hate them and we make shows about them and we make fun of them, and meanwhile we're all festering in this similar energy of, yeah, but so am I. I'm a liar too. And if we can't love each other through that, we're never going to heal from this lack of authenticity, from the way in which we hide from the truth of who we are. So my ask of all of us is just to really sit and consider this more. Why do we hate liars? Why do we hate ourselves for lying when there are actually really valid reasons that we do that? If we don't address those reasons, we're just going to keep playing games with each other, and it doesn't feel good. So, are you a liar? Can you own it? Can you love yourself for it? If you disagree, if you agree, drop a comment. We'd love to hear how you feel. And make sure to follow Plant Medicine People for more content like this real soon. Thank you so much for listening.